So as we can see, we have two folders, Ansible and Terraform. And the Terraform folder has all the Terraform configurations, and the Ansible folder has a playbook and few roles defined within the roles folder. If we go to the Azure portal, we see that there are two resource groups, one for storing the Terraform backend configuration, and the other one is having our Ansible master node. I'm connected to the Ansible master node, and let's run Terraform apply hyphen auto approve to deploy the infrastructure. And this command takes some time because there are a lot of resources. Meanwhile, I will discuss the changes that we have made. So in Terraform configuration, the major change that has been made is that under the data disk module, I have added one provisioner which is having a null resource, and uh, it is having that resource is having a local exec provisioner which will run the Ansible playbook that we have inside our Ansible folder, Ansible this playbook. So if we go to the playbook, it is a simple playbook which includes 4 roles. Now if we go to individual roles, so the data disk role, we have a block defined here, and in that block I have 4 tasks. First is creating a partition, the other is formatting that partition, then we'll create a mount point, and then we will mount the partition to the mount point. There is the rescue block which will be executed only if one of the tasks within the block fails to execute. If we see the variables, we have the device that we want to create partitions on, then the individual partition details, and then we have a failure message which would be executed within the displayed within the rescue block. uh, Coming to the system profile module, this is adding a message to a file whose path is in file path variable. If we see the variables, we have file path, this is the path in the managed node, uh, and then this is a message that will be appended to this file, and this is for the marker, the custom marker that will be added by the Ansible. Coming to the third role, we have users role, in which we have 4 tasks. The first is creating a group called group admins, then we will add some users to that group and also to the wheel group. Third is adding the cloud admin group to the list of sudoers, so that when using sudo command we are not prompted to enter the password. And lastly, distributing the SSH keys so that we are able to connect to the managed node users uh, without any password. Lastly, we have web server role, which is installing the Apache web servers on both the managed node, and then it is copying the VM1 file, vm1.html, from the local to one of the managed nodes, uh, this file, and based on a condition. So if like this will be copied to the first managed node, and then this will be copied, VM2 will be copied to the second managed node. And that's basically about it. So variable, we just have one variable, this is the Apache package. Now let's wait for some time to see. So that we see that data disks are still being created. So once those are created, then only the playbook will run. because it has to create partitions, and to create partitions we need to have the disks attached to the VM. Let's wait for some time. Also, I had made some changes to the outputs of Terraform to include the load balancer FQDN, so that later we will be needing this one for the testing purpose. Data disk is still being created, and okay, database is created. Let's wait for some time. Okay, it's still creating. Okay, so now we see that the playbook is running. It is creating the partition, it is formatting those partition, then it is creating the mount points, and it is running on both the managed nodes. So if you see, we have inventory file defined as this, and in inventory file we have these two managed node. So we have created the group as well, the users. Now it is installing the Apache package on both the managed node. Let's see, changed. So okay, running the handler. Okay, so we see that we are able to deploy the Terraform configuration without any user intervention.